So I've just anchored here in Typee Bay. It's the valley that's actually got better known through the novel by, or actually autobiographical story of Herman Melville by the name of Typee. And his story was that he escaped a whaler here that was had a tyrannical captain on it, climbed over the hills with his friend Toby and arrived in this valley here, and lived with the tribe there that lived here at the time, and lived to tell a story about that. So my mission today is I'm going to go visit Mahani again. He's got that hut over there we see, and he's a quite well-known weaver here in French Polynesia. I mean, he basically sells stuff all over French Polynesia. I guess that makes him well-known. And go on. I'm going to have a little stop at a newly opened French bakery there that a couple set up who came back home after having worked in Tahiti, from what they told me last time. And then further up that valley in the distance there, hard to see on the large screen here, but on the hill there, I've been told to look for a overgrown rusty bus and for a truck opposite it and go into the hills there. Anyway, I've got to follow those leads and see if there's something behind it. I'm told that there is a unmarked old village site with mysterious statues. Anyway, that's what Cecile from the boat store told me. Well, let's go and find out.
Ouais. Il y a les tressages du bambou là dessus.
Mhm.
Après il y a la croix maquisien.
Oui, c'est ça.
Ouais. Après ici, je sais pas si je connais pas tous les tressages, mais je connais le tressement,
Oui, oui.
la croix maquisien,
Mhm.
les tressages et les bambous, je crois.
Oui.
Tous ces tableaux, hein, ça c'est les tableaux que j'ai créés. C'est-à-dire là, quand tu regardes, il y a le visage de la personne, les deux yeux,
Ah oui.
l'œil, et puis le moustache, puis l'oreille, et puis le chapeau. C'est le visage. C'est un tiki.
Mhm.
Voilà. Ici, c'est un autre. C'est écaille de tortue.
Ah bon?
Ouais. Ça, c'est écaille de tortue. Dans la tortue, il y a les écailles, c'est ça. Après, ça, c'est un nouveau que je viens de faire. Je n'ai jamais fait de ma vie.
Ah
Mais
bon?
c'est ça, l'ancien tressage que dans toute la Polynésie, c'est ça l'ancien tressage. Et moi, je n'ai jamais fait.
Et où est-ce que tu as appris de faire ça?
Avec mon papa, il m'a montré le simple. Ça.
Ah oui.
C'est le simple. Hein? Mon papa m'a montré le simple. Ça, c'est simple. Pour eux, c'est le simple. Mais ça, c'est pas simple. Ça fait 2 jours que je suis dessus. Je n'ai même pas encore terminé parce que c'est vraiment... c'est autre chose. C'est un panneau, un tableau il faut connaître le dessin. Quand tu regardes bien, quand tu regardes là-bas, c'est pas pareil. C'est pas les mêmes, hein? Pas les mêmes tresses.
Ah oui, je vois.
Ouais. Et là, c'est tous pareil, les mêmes tresses, mais c'est pas les mêmes dessins. Ça, c'est un autre dessin. C'est des chiffres et des lettres.
Ah oui?
Ouais, il y a le E, il y a le O, il y a le U, il y a le T, il y a le... C'est des lettres. C'est des lettres... c'est mes ancêtres. Mes ancêtres, on n'est pas marquisiens, on est hindous.
Oui?
Famille Tata.
C'est vrai?
Oui. C'est des gens qui sont venus ici travailler, planter.
À quelle époque?
En 1800, 1700, voilà. Et aujourd'hui, comment on dit ça, c'est comme si mes ancêtres m'ont choisi de faire ça.
Compris.
Ouais, c'est pas donné à tout le monde.
Non, pas du tout.
Non, non.
Il y a tout
Ouais,
ça.
c'est vraiment différent. Ouais.
Oui. Oui. Chaque dessin, c'est
Ouais,
tellement
chaque différent. Là aussi, c'est différent. Voilà. En haut, là, c'est différent. Là aussi, c'est différent. Voilà. Et au milieu, tu vois la croix. Hein? Tu
Ah
vois?
oui, voilà, oui.
Tu vois bien la croix. Hein?
Oui.
Voilà. Et en haut, ici, tu vois les T.
C'est ça.
T. Hein? Voilà. T. T.
Et chacun est différent, hein.
Oui, c'est vraiment différent.
Et
Et
ça?
ça, c'est le time money. Diamant.
Ah bon.
Diamant.
Oui.
En anglais, diamant.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Oui.
Et en marquisien, diamond. Voilà. Et ici, c'est un autre aussi. C'est un autre panneau que. C'est pas pareil. Il y a deux. Il y a le T là, et ça, c'est un autre.
Tout à fait.
Ouais. Voilà.
So if I remember correctly, it's down here. It's a little monument to Herman Melville, I guess, who is placed on the map by writing a book about this place. Here we are. There we go. In 3 languages: Polynesian, French, and English. Let's have a look. So here at the other end of the park, we're entering what back home we'd call a marae. A marae is a meeting house, and I think it's intentionally meant to resemble the traditional meeting places of the villages here. Last time I was here, it was actually was used as a marae back home for a public health event. They were inviting everybody here to come for a diabetes check. So, it's about raising community awareness. Yes, to see. So I guess this is kind of interesting to see what the old places used to look like. But I think these stones weren't put here they weren't put here intentionally. They would have been here historically. So I guess this is a bit of a restored old site. Going how big it is. Imagine this full with dances and festivities going on. And I noticed this before, there's always 2 platforms, one at either end. I guess the way I read it was that at one end they'd have the chief and the important people of the tribe. At the end would be the spiritual guide. Well, I don't know what one calls them, but priests of a sort, I guess. Look at this. Mahani would have been proud to have helped with this. Impressive construction anyway. Glad to see them restoring the old sites of significance. Alright, let's go and get some breakfast. So there's the abandoned bus, I guess. Must be this track here. No signposts, but we'll just go exploring. I wonder if that's the missing sign. Well, this looks more like private housing, but I guess that is this track to explore. Ciao, bonjour.
Oui, non, le café pas là, c'est pas là.
C'est par là?
Oui.
Oui.
C'est un chemin à côté de cette maison là.
Tu peux le m'indiquer là?
Oui.
Ça dérange toi?
Hein?
Ça dérange?
Tu montes en haut?
Oui, je veux bien voir l'ancien village. Toi, tu coupes du bois?
Non, moi je viens de la forêt. Hein. Je viens de Fapo. J'amène un ami ici. Quand c'est enfant, il faut marcher.
Ah,
On a nettoyé. Voilà, c'est là. On a nettoyé, tu vois.
ah, par là, oui. Très bien, merci. Went up the hill some at a time, put some effort into it, make sure it doesn't get washed away. So here's the first stone platform. Must be getting to the village side itself. It's exploded with a tree growing up right in the middle of it. So I'm not sure what they would have been. Either a platform for house building of some sort, or a breadfruit or other vegetable storage. These are big rocks for just a storage building. Anyway, imagine having to bring these up here and roll them into place. Actually putting something like this on top of that. And there's a bit of skull in that, isn't there? Even though it's all fallen apart. Oh look, here's another stone platform. Typee they're called here. Ah, and over there I can see a much bigger stone wall. I think we might have reached it. So this is definitely more than just a few house sites. Look at this building here. Lots of statues and spirits protecting it. Peace. That holding the gaze. So this would have had been a platform with a shade over it, and over there as well. It's usual layout. Hiring over there, and the priest down here. Just imagine what this would have been like in its time. And now, what would this have been? Well, your guess is as good as mine. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 statues. Okay, let's see what's up here. So imagine this was a bit like the raised platform we saw down the bottom in the village, where this would have had a big awning over the top of it, and where the aristocrats of the village, highborns, the elders, would have sat. And then down the bottom, with all those statues, would have been the priest, the spiritual leaders. That's how I understand it. And in between is where the dancing would go on, and the warriors would be promenaded and beheaded, or whatever else would have happened at the time. I don't imagine it was that grisly all the time. They probably liked a good party like any of us.
À 12 heures, tous les joueurs jouent et ils doivent soit gagner, parce que s'ils perdent, ils ne peuvent pas avoir de prix. Et les prix, c'est 3 cartons de poulet. Deuxième, c'est pareil, mais encore plus petit, le moyen, hein, carton de poulet. Le troisième prix, c'est le petit poulet. Américain.